Hello everyone, my name is Praveen Mishra and I welcome you all to your favorite channel. Obviously, it is StudyIQ as English. And here we are going to discuss about a judgment that has changed the perspective of the human society, our society, basically the civilized society towards the LGBT community of our country at least. Well, to begin with, just one thing we need to understand. Feelings are feelings. They are naturally induced. And remember one thing, humans, they are bound to commit mistakes. Nature or God, they cannot make any mistakes. That's the basic difference between God and humans. That is the creation of God. So, if I am being a male attracted towards the female, this is what my natural feelings are. And me being a male, if I'm getting attracted towards the male as well, then also it is absolutely natural. There is no harm in that as well. Unfortunately, this used to be the harm some around 7 years back. But yes, the judgment of 2018 changed the whole scenario. And our LGBT community people, they got their legal rights. They got the rights which belonged to them. They got the rights which needed to them. And yes, the long standing, centuries old injustice ended in the year 2018. So, guys, this was the year of triumph for the community to whom we consider as LGBTQ. So, let's talk about the case that we need to discuss here. It's the judgment that started in the year 2009, or the case that started in the year 2009, that is named as the Naz Foundation case, or the Naz Foundation versus Government of NCT of Delhi 2009. This is what the first landmark case. And we talk about the evolution of the LGBT rights in India. So the first nail that is here, the Naz Foundation case. So what actually happened in the case, what we need to discuss, okay, it's here in front of us. So Naz Foundation, okay, versus NCT of Delhi 2009. What happened here? It is one of the first case laws wherein Section 377 of the erstwhile IPC that criminalized the homosexuality. Okay, Section 377 of the IPC was held unconstitutional as it discriminated against the LGBT community of the country, and hence finally it was the status which was badly needed. That is, love has no boundaries, and even being a homosexual is not a crime. Right? So this is what the judgment is, the name of the case, Naz Foundation case, basically. So what happened here? The landmark judgment given by the Delhi High Court stated that Section 377 totally violates Article 14, 15, as well as Article 21. Article 14 being right to equality or the equality before law. Article 15, right against discrimination on the grounds of sex as well as the sexual orientation. Along with the final one, that is Article 21, right to life and personal liberty. And remember, guys, make no mistake, personal liberty is everywhere valid. Right? So Section 377 of IPC, as per the Delhi High Court in the judgment of Naz Foundation case 2009, violated these three basic fundamental rights. Okay, basic. Article 14, that is equality before law. Article 15, that is right against discrimination, that comprises 5 grounds of discrimination, that is religion, race, caste, sex, and place of birth. And this one was violating the provisions of discrimination on the grounds of sex. Right? And then further, what we can have here, the judgment was restricted to adults when Section 377 also applied to minors. Along with Section 377 had permitted the harassment of LGBT people in India. This is what the Delhi High Court judgment stated. But the battle was not that easy. This judgment was unfortunately overturned in the year 2013 through a petition, through a case that is named as Suresh Kumar Kaushal case. See, what has happened till 2009, homosexuality was crime. But after the case, that is the Naz Foundation case of 2009, homosexuality was not crime till 2013. But from 2013 till 2018, that is from Suresh Kumar Kaushal case, it was again considered as what? It was again considered as a crime. And then after 2018, that we'll be having the final case, the final judgment, that is in the name of Navteej Singh Johar. Okay, then it will be considered not a crime anymore. So remember, from 1858 till 2009, it was a crime. From 2009 to 2013, it was not a crime. And from 2013 to 18, it was once again back to the list of the crime. And from 2018 onwards till date, it is not crime. That is what? Homosexuality. Okay, so what happened in Suresh Kumar Kaushal case 2013? Supreme Court of India overturned the previous judgment by Delhi High Court of 2009, that is once again Naz Foundation case, that decriminalized the homosexual acts and criminalized homosexuality, unfortunately, once again. Supreme Court in its argument stated that in 150 years, this is a very unfortunate thing, but it had happened in reality. In last 150 years, as per the Supreme Court's argument, less than 200 persons, just less than 200 persons had been prosecuted under Section 377. This is what, unfortunately, Supreme Court gave the judgment. So, many experts in the field of the law at that time, they were quoting, if it is less than 200, 1, 2, 3, 4 digits, they are something, numbers, they are something that is not counted when it comes to delivering the judgment, when it comes to applying the principles of natural justice, when it comes to provide justice on the grounds of human behavior, human rights, as well as the civilized society, the human settlement, and all of these core activities are taken into the consideration, right? And the numbers, they are never ever the problem. They should be never ever the fact that less than 200 were prosecuted, less than 20, less than 2 were prosecuted, doesn't matter. Injustice anywhere is threat to justice everywhere. We must quote here Martin Luther King Jr., right? So here we go. Therefore, the plight of sexual minorities could not be used as argument for deciding constitutionality of the law, that is Section 377. This is where Supreme Court gave the judgment that since 150 years, only 200 people have been prosecuted. So how this could be unconstitutional, right? Injustice at its best. Further, Supreme Court ruled that it was for the legislature to look into the desirability of deleting Section 377 of the IPC, and it is not the cup of the judiciary. So, Supreme Court in 2013 in the Suresh Kumar case, or the Suresh Kumar Kaushal case, stated that homosexuality is a crime. First of all, Section 377 is valid and it is not violating Article 14, 15 and 21. This has happened for real. And then happened or came in the next and the final one, that is this one, Navteej Singh Johar versus Union of India case 2018, right? This was the final nail into the coffin that was needed. And here, Supreme Court realized its mistake that it committed 5 years back. And in this case, Supreme Court stated that homosexuality is not a crime and Section 377 shall be immediately disbanded or discontinued. Okay, so it dismissed the position taken by itself, that is by Supreme Court itself, in Suresh Kumar Kaushal case of 2013, and stated LGBT community constitute a minuscule minority, but that doesn't make any difference, and so there was no need to decriminalize homosexual sex. Right? So this is where Supreme Court came into the reality. Supreme Court got this one particular reality, okay, that yes, it's time for us to understand that feelings are feelings. And you cannot consider feeling as legal or illegal. Okay? Actions could be legal or illegal, not the feelings. And the judgment's motivation, or let's say the inspiration, was taken from another judgment, okay, that happened in the year 2015, that is known as Justice K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India case, where in the very same judgment, Supreme Court stated that right to privacy is an intrinsic part of the fundamental rights specifically guaranteed under Article 21. So Supreme Court ruled that fundamental right to privacy is what? an intrinsic part to life and liberty that is guaranteed under Article 21. In the very same, Supreme Court declared that bodily autonomy was also an integral part of right to privacy. And this bodily autonomy has within its ambit the sexual orientation of an individual. So wherever you are, a straight, a homosexual, a bisexual, whatsoever, that doesn't make any difference. It is your personal will, it's your personal choice, it's your independent feeling. And this is where Supreme Court realized in the final case that is known as Navteej Singh Johar versus Union of India. So guys, remember the evolution of our LGBT community rights. Since from 1858 onwards till 2009, homosexuality in India was literally a crime. 2009 to 13, it was not a crime. And from 2013 to 18, it was crime again. And from finally 2018 till date, thankfully, it's not a crime anymore. And remember, guys, there is a very wonderful line that I must quote here to all my dear students, to all my dear learners. Calling someone sweet is fine. But if I just switch the language and calling someone meetha is very disgraceful. It's very disrespectful. Please stop discriminating from the people. Specifically, I must quote here my transgender people. They are Indians. They are humans just like me and you. They are more pious than any other thing what we can say, right? They are the gift of nature. They are the gift of God. And unfortunately, we do not respect the gift of God, right? We must respect them to the best. We must not discriminate with them. It's very unfortunate that we do not have a very, society that allows the transgenders to live within the ambit of the society, to embrace the society. The augmentation is not done at its fullest, and it needs to be done, right? So this is where, we talk about financial inclusion. Have we wondered about social inclusion of the LGBTQ community? Unfortunately, we haven't. But this is what society is presently. Sometimes, which is a thing which is legally correct, could not be socially accepted. And vice versa, it happens as well. Which is socially accepted may not be legally correct as well. But here, the LGBT community stands at the mid between both these statements. They are legally right, unfortunately, not socially accepted yet. But yes, considering the fast pace of evolution of our society, specifically Indian society, we would be expecting that maybe within a decade or two, something like that, we would be openly accepting our community. But unfortunately, we won't be able to provide justice to those people, those who are still not part of the society and those who are still facing discrimination every now and then in the society because they have got just one loophole. And that's not even loophole from my perspective, from your perspective, from our society's perspective. It is a loophole that they are homosexuals, right? And remember, feelings are feelings. They are given to us by God, by nature. And if you call feelings wrong, unfortunately, you are calling your God wrong. And we as humans do not have the authority to call the God as wrong. Right, everyone? So I hope this is all clear. And remember one thing. We are here to study well. We are here to convert our dreams into reality. And this is what you have here. StudyIQ P2I batch in the name of resolution. What is the meaning of resolution? It's dedication, it's commitment, it's promise. So let's have a dedication, let's have a commitment, let's have a promise that we shall be changing our status from the common personality to an IAS, IPS, IFS officer or an IRS officer quite soon. And for that, what you need is the best mentorship, the best reading material, the best test series, the best teachers. And where you get them? The best brains are available only on the wonderful and the greatest platform, and it is StudyIQ. So Bhuvan Jha sir, you know him. Prashant Tiwari sir, Shashank Tyagi sir, Shubham Sagar sir, Ankit Agarwal sir, Ankit Singh sir, Alok Ojha sir, Chandan Sharma sir, right? So these are the personalities, those who have gained some extraordinary level of knowledge and information, and the way they teach, okay, they just they convert the toughest and the hardest topics into the most easiest way, right? So into the most easiest thing, basically. So they are available where? They are only available on to the Study IQ Plus platform, okay? So remember, guys, this is the resolution batch, and the greatest mentors, the greatest teachers, they're calling you to study with them and convert your social status from a common person to an IPS officer, right? So remember, guys, the resolution batch that is about to commence from 25th of July. Okay, and the subscription, types of subscription we have got for you, like for example, we have got gold, we have got platinum, and we have got diamond subscription. And the subscription prices, they are starting with just rupees 9,999 only, right? So remember, guys, what you need with yourself is a promo code. And what is the promo code you are going to apply? That is PRV Live. Just apply this promo code, okay, and get the maximum possible discount. And apart from that, guys, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button of the Study IQ IS English, as you know, a channel dedicated to provide you the good quality and quantity of the content required in your UPSC CSE journey. And in case you wish to connect with me, get all the class links and PDFs, okay, so you can just scan this QR code. This is the QR code for my Telegram channel, or else you can also just go on Telegram search bar and search with the channel name, that is PRV Live, okay, the very same promo code that you have to use, okay, before purchasing any Study IQ courses, okay? Or else you can connect with me on my Instagram as well with the username Praveen Mishra _2107. But before you leave, guys, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and never miss an update from the channel. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Bye bye, good day, take care, see you soon. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.